Looks like Rome delivered again, and what tennis we had today. We had Ruud resetting after the rain. We had Darderi surviving the Spanish storm. Iga looks like she's unstoppable yet again, and Svitolina took out Rybakina in style. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Well, where do we start? And I think you all know where we are going to start, because the last match of the day really hyped me up. Not just because my ATP fantasy player, Darderi, got the win, but the level of the match was so high. And it was a topsy-turvy match as well. So let's get straight to it. And Darderi comes out as the victor, defeating Rafael in 3 sets. But the most impressive thing is the gas tank on this guy. It seems endless as he wins the 3rd set yet again. 6-love. He did it against Zverev, and now he's done it against Jodar. And that 2nd set, it was touch and go. He had match point, and unfortunately for him, he couldn't take it. But that 1st set, if we rewind all the way back to that one, just showed such composure. This is the one thing. I think it's a real coming of age tournament for Luciano Darderi at the moment. I'm so impressed. He's even playing better than I thought was possible in this tournament. And the level was raised yet again. The Zverev one was good. I think this one was even better, if I'm honest. Jodar looked like he had that 1st set tiebreak wrapped up, but Darderi just doesn't give in. Always fighting for every single ball and pushes Jodar into errors. I don't think it was the best Jodar we've seen, but maybe he's played a lot of tennis. He's not used to being this deep in such big tournaments. Back-to-back Masters quarterfinals. And I just thought it was a really competitive match. Darderi looked like he had it won. In the 2nd set, it looked done and dusted. He was ahead. I think it was 3-love. But Jodar never really had his head down, though. He was looking just to get the game on the board. He even faced break points at 3-love down, but saved the break points and was able to get it to 3-1. Then broke serve, 3-2. Then it was 3-3. And then we're in a bit of a dogfight. He's managed to save match points, not only save match points, then break in the next game, and then hold to love in the final game of that 2nd set, which so impressive to do. But as soon as we got into the 3rd set, Darderi did exactly what he did at the start of the 2nd, came out strong, took the set by the scruff of the neck. And you could see the gas tank on him, the little bit more experience that he has, and the body held up. You could see Jodar was trying to fight off the cramps. Not surprising. He will learn. He will get stronger. He will be back. And I'm sure we will see him winning a Masters event at some point in his career. It's not to be right now, but what a bright prospect. But congratulations to Darderi, who's into the semi-finals. Huge. And who'd have thought the first Italian into the semi-finals wouldn't be Jannik Sinner? Here we go. It's not Caboli either. It is Luciano Darderi. And he saved 4 match points against Zverev. And now he's backed that one up. And he's going to be facing, in the semi-final, it's going to be clay court specialist, none other than Casper Ruud, who had a real topsy-turvy match against Khachanov. 6-1, 1-6, 6-2. Yeah, a bit of a melon scratcher, this one. But Khachanov, a very good player. But I'd expect Ruud to be beating him probably more comfortably. The rain delay probably didn't help because the Norwegian, he came out flying out the blocks and he was dominating, heavy topspin and just real clean play in the first set, 6-1, just total control. And he just pinned Callan just all the way to the back of the court. But then that rain delay just changed the match. And Khachanov just came back on court, looked sharper, bigger, more aggressive, and blasted Casper Ruud off the court somehow. And Ruud was the one getting pushed around the baseline. And then in the decider, it flipped on its head again. And then Casper Ruud rediscovered what he did in the first set. And when he plays his best tennis, I didn't think Callan Khachanov was going to have a chance. And you see 2 dominant sets, but Khachanov had his own dominant set in the middle. Yeah, his ability to recover mentally in this one was pretty impressive, I have to say. And even though he doesn't seem like a real powerful player, Casper Ruud, should see some of those forehands he was hitting. Khachanov couldn't even get him back over the net. I mean, he was scrambling around the baseline. Going to be a very, very tough test for Darderi. And I think Casper Ruud will be the favourite. Rightly so. Has a lot of clay court pedigree. But it's a real interesting matchup because the crowd may play a factor. And I think they've helped Darderi through this tournament so far. Is this a step too far against one of the best clay courters out there? Only time will tell. And on the women's side, oh my word, what is going on right now? We are seeing the rejuvenation of Iga Swiatek right now. Absolutely pulverizing her opponents again on a clay court. And I was worried we would never even see this version of her again because she was having such patchy form. And now it's hard to see who can beat her. When she's in this type of form, I don't even really see her dropping a set. I mean, she dropped a set in the first match of the tournament. Since then, she's looked fantastic. She beat Coccialetto 1-love. She beat Naomi Osaka 2-1. And now she's beaten Jessica Pegula 1-2. Does anybody stand a chance? That's the question. Let me know in the comments. For me personally, I think she walks this tournament. And despite people might say, "Oh yeah, but Coco's in there," I don't actually think it matters. If Iga plays like this, I don't think anybody has a chance. That's my personal opinion. And the way that she played against Pegula, terrifying. Demolition is the only word you can really use to describe it. When she comes out on court with that instant intensity, you know it's a bad day at the office for her opponent. You just can't settle in. You can't even get games on the board. Relentless pressure. And when you're always defending, you never get a chance to just get your own attack out there. And Pegula had no attacking in this whole match. I mean, it didn't last very long anyway. And then Iga was just too much. And it was Iga's first top 10 win of the year. How crazy is that? Into a semi-final in Rome. And she's chasing a 4th Rome title. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets it, to be honest. And she's going to be up against somebody who's knocked out Iga's bogey player, Rybakina. Rybakina loses from a setup, but Svitolina does the comeback, comes back and wins in 3, and proving age is just a number. And she's just having the best time of her career right now, I think. Svitolina, never seen her look better. It's crazy that people just bloom at different times of their career. She's had a couple of stints in her career where she's looked really good, but I think this one at the moment, she just, that grit and determination to win tennis matches is just second to none. You don't see it from many other players on the tour, but she definitely has that. She's never giving up in any sort of rally. and the match is never lost until it's over. Yeah, from the second set onwards, she just made the match her style, just made it a little bit messier, a bit more physical, and started to absorb Rybakina's pace, just made her play some extra balls. And Rybakina, just her level dipped a little bit. As soon as the errors started to come in, a little bit of the head going down. And when you see your opponent down the other end, like getting so pumped up, I think that gets in Rybakina's head a little bit. And Svitolina just played into it. And Svitolina's now into her first ever semi-final in Rome since 2018. Her third semi-final in Rome overall. So it's a good tournament for her. And 15th WTA 1000 semi-final. Impressive stuff. Tomorrow or today, whichever way you want to see it, because obviously that match just finished late in the UK. The Darderi one, it finished at 1 a.m. So over there it was 2 a.m. And right now it's 1:30 a.m. I need to go to bed. But before I do, the matches are on tomorrow. We've got Sinner going for the record. That's against Andrei Rublev. We've got Medvedev against Landaluce. That one is on after. And we've got Coco Gauff against Solana Castella. And Iga versus Svitolina is also on tomorrow evening. That's surprising. I'm surprised that they're making them play tomorrow. But don't forget, the women are ahead. So the semi-finals for the women will be playing. And it's just the second set of quarterfinals for the men's. But that's it. Quick wrap up just to let you know my thoughts on the matches that transpired today. Tell me your thoughts in that comment section below. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you